What's up, Freeform family? How are we doing today? Good? Perfect. Awesome. My name is Lily and I am a personal trainer at the Canada location. I've done one other video, so you might remember me from there, maybe. Okay, so what we're doing today is a Q&A, so question and answer for virtual training. So we'll just get started right away. First question is, do I need equipment to do our virtual training? So the answer is no, you do not need equipment. We just need your body pretty much. Of course, if you have equipment, it kind of gives us a little bit more exercise we can play around with, but not needed. If you are interested in buying some new equipment, you can actually go to our Freeform website, scroll down the Freeform Virtual tab, and you'll find some kits that we offer that you can purchase. Yeah, so that is an option. With that question, we also have, do I need a lot of space to exercise? So you actually don't. All I need from you is a mat, so either a towel, a normal yoga mat, or if you have carpet, that's perfect. We tend to not want you to do too much on hard floor, right? Just because it's not too good for your knees and all that. Next question is, will I still be able to achieve my goals? Of course. It all depends on how hard you work for it and how much you tell the trainer and what we can help you with. Of course, there's some specific stuff where it's a little bit more complicated if you're trying to push the heaviest weight you can. It's a little iffy right now because you don't have that much equipment. You probably don't have the equipment you need, and I'm not there to spot you, so I wouldn't suggest doing that without a trainer being physically there with you. But yes, if you are looking to lose weight, if you're looking to just tone up, to gain strength in some aspects, to get a bigger bum, to get a bigger chest, back, of course, we can definitely help you out with that, and you can definitely achieve to a certain point those goals. Okay, next question. Can I still work up a sweat during a 30-minute session? Yes, for sure. Be careful when you're talking to a trainer and you're like, oh, I want to work up a sweat, because we will make sure you do, and you might not appreciate it after. I'm just kidding. We'll definitely do an amount that you want to. If you don't want to work up a sweat, we won't make you work up a sweat. If you do, well, we'll definitely work around some exercises that will get your heart rate going, get you to start sweating a little bit more. All right. How does it work? So it's 30 minutes together. We do ask you to do your own little warm-up beforehand. If you can't, just let us know. We'll incorporate it in there. During that time, during our 30 minutes, we make a program for your workout program. So it's either going to be a circuit style. So we make up 8 exercises. You go through that 3 to 4 times, depending on how long it takes. Or you do a little reps and sets. So you do 3 exercises 3 times for 12 reps each. And then we move on to 3 other exercises, 3 to 4, or you can do so many little extra things that we can do. You just trainers will figure out what is best with your goals and what you prefer as well. We won't make you do something that you really, really don't want to, unless it's needed. All right, next question. Is it the same price as in-person training? It is not. It is a little bit cheaper. We offer different packages. If you are interested in knowing for what comes after our 8 session, just send us an email or go on to our website, book a free consult. It's free. You won't be committed to anything. You get to talk to my virtual manager and discuss what you want to do for the future and see if we have a trainer to help you out with that. And then if you want, of course, discuss the packages, how much it costs. Perfect. So next question that we have is, what app is the training through? We use Zoom. Zoom is very easy to use. All you have to do on your side is download it. And I'm sure you might have it, especially if you've been doing a lot of virtual stuff. So just download Zoom. It's free to download. You just we'll be sending you a link through email or text message, depending on your trainer and what is more appropriate for you guys. And you just have to click it. You'll probably just have to enter your name as a guest, and then whenever everything is set up, we're ready to train, we will let you into the session together. Of course, we do ask you to have the camera open and the audio and then so 5 to 10 minutes before, we send you the link, and then we'll probably play around with, depending on where you are, the camera position. So we might ask you to tilt your camera down or up, depending on what we're looking for, and we might ask you to move around a little bit. So get you from the side, from behind, from facing forward, depending on where we're checking your form. Our next question is, how will the trainers communicate with clients outside of sessions? Email. Probably the biggest thing we use our email. Personally, I use my email most of the time. Of course, if email is not efficient for a client, I personally would give my phone number, depending on the trainer, maybe figure something else, Instagram, Facebook, whatever works best for both of you. But yes, it will be usually through a direct message system, so email. All right, next question is, what if I can't understand movement? This is a big question from client perspective. Also, me as a virtual trainer at the beginning, when I had never done it before, I was a little curious on what if they don't understand movement? It's already hard to teach sometimes in person. How can I do this virtually? Well, I figured it out. It's not too bad. I haven't had the issue yet with somebody not being at all able to figure it out. Usually I'll start with cueing. If they don't understand the cue, I'll try a different cue. I'll explain with an example. I'll demonstrate them, get them to really move and different movements. And then if that doesn't work, I will regress the movement. I will be like, okay, we'll do it in this exercise. This is the exact movement I want you to do when you're doing the other exercise. And if they get it perfect, if they don't, then usually I'll probably ask my other coworkers that do these exercises and ask them, well, how do you cue them if they don't understand? Try that out. Usually by that time, the client has figured it out. But if not, then I would just stick with another complete exercise that work the same muscle groups. And then when we're in person, and then teach them properly. No issue there. There's tons of exercises out there. If you don't get one, you'll get another one for sure. So what's the timeline for the intro session? So typically what we do is, we as trainers recommend 2 sessions per week. So that gives you about a month to do a month together. And then if you do want to do it 3 times a week, not an issue, but we'll probably offer you, okay, let's do 2 times a week, and then 1 day a week you do your own thing. Either go for a walk, go for do a little bit of mobility, stretching, stuff like that, just to get you moving. But yes, of course, it depends on what you would prefer, but we typically recommend a month, so twice a week. Next question, do we just sell online programs? As I kind of mentioned a couple times, is we don't only offer online programs. We have our in-person programs as well. Right now, we're not doing the in-person. We're only doing the online, which if you do sign up for online and want to try it out in person, that's not an issue. We will switch it up. We'll play around with the prices, make sure that we can get you into the gym. Next question is, can you work around injuries? Yes, we can. I am happy about this question because that is what I want to specialize in. I want to be more directed towards helping other on the rehab exercises. So yes, Of course, if one of us is just not 100% sure how we can help you with this knee injury, we will ask another coworker, see like, what do you think? What would work best for them? If they don't know, of course, by that time we should have already discussed about that injury and who you're seeing, if you're seeing anybody, if you went to a doctor or physio. And if you have, well, what I would probably do is, if you're comfortable with it, I would ask you if your physio would want to send me an email and to discuss what would be best for you, so I can work with this other health professional to achieve your goals quicker, safer, with you. So yes, we do work around an injury. Next question is, what happens during those 8 intro sessions? All right. So how it works is you get your free consult. Those aren't part of the 8 session. You start with your free consult. My manager picks one of us trainers, virtual trainers, who would suit you best to train. And then what we would do, the first session would be an assessment. So we would assess your posture, your movement pattern, how strong you are in that movement pattern. And then of course your core strength, very important. And then if we have time after that assessment, then we would do a little bit more, I would show you a warm-up and if time cool down. Just so that warm-up you do 10 minutes before our meeting together, so we can use that 30 minutes fully. But of course, if you don't have time to do that warm-up, very important to let us know that you haven't had time to do it, so we'll incorporate it. The warm-up is crucial for getting those muscles ready to do efficiently an exercise without getting hurt. So if you don't do it, no problem. You won't lose any benefits from that workout session. we're just gonna incorporate those that warm-up into your workout. And then continuing after those assessment, we will be doing a lot more of working, depending on if you need it, posture muscles. So all those people, we tend to be a very rounded shoulder. This is excessive, but we tend to be, our shoulders tend to be rounded. We want to bring those shoulders back. So we're going to stretch that chest, strengthen your back muscles. Same thing with hips. A lot of people I'm sure have tight hips, lower back pain. Well, we'll stretch those hips out so you can reduce those lower back pains. So yeah, we'll work on posture first, and then we'll work on those movement patterns. So those movements that you do every day, squat, you're sitting all the time. So let's work on those squats, those deadlift, picking up things from the ground. It's very important. Anything that's twisting, going from the ground, standing, so many little exercises that you do every day that if you work them out, if you do those exercises with us, you'll become more efficient. You'll have less chance of getting hurt. And then after 8 session, we can progress adding some weight to it safely. Because we already know you know how to do the movement, so adding weight won't hurt you at all. And then one of the most important things that I believe is that during these 8 sessions, you get to know your trainer. I get to know my client. This is very important because if you personally don't think I am the trainer for you, you have to tell me or my manager so we can find that perfect trainer for you. It's very important that this works for you. It's your health, it's your goals. I will do my best to help you out. If you don't think I can, if we're just not a match, which happens sometimes, you're just better off telling your manager so they can pair you up with somebody else. Every trainer has their different qualities, so we want to make sure we pair you up with the perfect one. That's all the questions for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any more questions that we have not answered or you want more details about, don't be afraid to leave a comment down below, or you can direct message me on Instagram with my handle is just right over here and in the description box, as well as you can just email Freeform for that free consult or book it online, and the Freeform email is just going to be right here on the screen and in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you, and hopefully I see you soon. Again, my name is Lily and I work at the Canada location. All right, well, have a good rest of the day. Bye.